Yeah, I think a lot of the people who follow me, if they're regular listeners to my podcast, I think they have a pretty good conviction that we're right. And I think the people who have been following me, I mean, if you look at what's playing out in the economy, it's pretty much exactly what I've been saying. I mean, the establishment has been so wrong about so much, and I've gotten so much right. I mean, people just don't appreciate how much of what's happened over the last 10 years or even longer are things that I forecast in advance would happen. And I explained the reasons why they would happen. Now, it's often hard to know exactly how the markets are going to react to the things that I know are going to happen because, people just don't get what's going on. I mean, the same situation happened on a smaller scale during the housing bubble when I was shorting the subprime market and encouraging other people to participate in that short because people did not understand the dynamics. Very few people understood what was going on in housing and why. And they didn't understand that the financial crisis was coming because they didn't get the mistakes that the Fed had made. And that's why in the aftermath of that crisis, when the Fed did everything wrong, so many people were praising the Fed and thought the Fed did the right thing. They didn't understand that they made the problem worse. And what we're experiencing now and what we're going to experience is the consequence of those mistakes going back to 2008. So I think a lot of the people who follow me, are hanging in there. But I know a lot of other people have thrown in the towel, and even some of my own clients, have gotten frustrated and have given up, or who maybe have not put nearly as much into the sector as they should. But personally, I have added to my personal holdings in mining stocks during this bear market. A year or two ago, I didn't realize I was going to get this opportunity, but it presented itself, and so I take advantage of it. I think eventually, when we get this huge move up, I'll just have a bigger position as a result of getting these extra buying opportunities. Because, I thought I was fully invested. If we would have shot up, if gold was at 3,000 right now, I wouldn't have bought any more mining stocks. I would have just been comfortable with the position I had. But because they started giving these stocks away again, like in a Cracker Jack box at near the COVID lows, some of the mining stocks took out their March 2020 COVID lows. And I'd be a fool not to buy them. I mean, because I know what's going to happen. And most people too. I think that they should participate through a professionally managed fund. It's a very specialized sector, especially if you're looking at some of these junior miners. That's why I encourage people to use my asset management company. I have Adrian Day specifically in charge of my gold mining portfolios, and Adrian runs the Euro Pacific Gold Fund. And I think we've got a great portfolio, and we've been able to improve that portfolio tremendously in this bear market. I mean, bear markets are, where you do your shopping. I mean, that's really where the money is made. You buy low, right? In order to sell high, you first have to buy low. And it's a bear market that gives you the opportunity to buy low. And, it's thanks to everybody else's ignorance and, their lack of understanding of the real problems that, we face, that we have this opportunity. And years from now, people will be kicking themselves if they didn't take advantage of it.